Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is December 10th, 2025. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Alright, let's play Wordle number 1635. I don't know, y'all. Not too many days left in 2025. Can we get stripped today? We are not getting that today. But we've got S and R in yellow. Oh gosh. I hope it's not an ER word. Well, technically it could be loser, but I'm pretty sure I did that before. Laser. I suppose. Could be um okay. USER, is it? Fuser? No, I don't think so. Hoser? Don't really like that. Okay, if it's not an ER word, I mean, what about something S here? So could be um be crass, CRASS, crash, brash. Oh, for some reason, I kind of like brash. Just try it. Might as well. Okay, it's not brash, but it is RAS. We've got that. Could still be erase. Don't know that one. Okay, if it is, it could be crass, CRASS. I think I did say that, but I wasn't feel confident about trying that one. Grass is also possible. GRASS. What else? Frass? No, don't think so. WRASS, RAS. That sounds familiar. Is that an actual word? I don't know, but it could be. Or it could be a word that is real but not spelled the way I think it is. Okay, so we'll try crass or brass. Oh wait, we already did brass. Sorry. Wait. Hold up. There's no B. Crass or grass. That's what I meant to say. And erase. Okay, maybe what if I go with my instinct and I go crass? That would at least tell me if it's an ASS word. Then if it's not crass, it will be grass. If it's not an ASS word, probably going to be erase. I feel like. So let's do it. It's not crass. Okay, I think it is erase. I think it is. Oh god, the one that I said that felt like I felt like I'd been done before, but I was wrong. I was so wrong about that. Dang it. Okay, let's take a look at scored on today's answer is erase. So there is strip. Strip's pretty good. One or two possible guesses. Okay, and then brash. I was pretty brash with that guess, but I did narrow it down to five, so not the worst thing. And for once, scored on an agreement, we both thought that the best guess would be crass. It did do that, and it got erase. Okay, so after brash, could have had crass, grass, erase, frass. Oh, frass. That's interesting. Yes. What's that mean? Okay. Frass, debris or excrement produced by insects. Oh, okay. I don't like that. I do not like that. Okay, what about erase? You raise me up? Okay, don't know, but they've got this one. I don't know what that is. Erase? Is it like a chemical thing? Oh, an enzyme that catalyzes the hydrolysis of urea. Okay, I guess, but I don't know what this one is. Maybe this is an alternate spelling of erase me up. Okay, sorry. That just comes into my mind as soon as I see this word. All right, so we'll say like four likely words, in which case, I guess crass was a pretty decent eval because it would rule out crass grass and frass and leaving only erase, so not counting erase. So it was a fine. It was as fine an eval word, I guess. Don't know if they were. I mean, best guess after strip they say is brass. I was almost there. Yeah, I guess if I had done brass, that would have narrowed quite a lot. Yeah. Okay, so they would have done. What would have done? Slate, cease, erase. Okay, let's just clear this. Let's try brass as a possibility. Okay, so we did strip. So what if I did brass as they suggested? Okay, what the brass would have been? Oh, erase or crash. But I don't think I would have done crash. Okay, if I did brass and I saw these two possibilities, erase and crash, yeah, I think I would have done erase because I'm pretty sure crash and crush have both been done before. Let's just confirm that right now. Oh, no, crash has not been done before. Crash? Yes. Crush. Sorry, crush. Oh, crush, yes. Crash, no. Okay, so if I had done brass and if it could have been a crash or erase, then that would have been like a 50-50 because those both haven't been done before. So it would have ended up in I mean, a 4 anyway, or a 3 only if I was lucky, if I had done breast. So, all in all, actually not too bad of a result, I think. Alright, I'm gonna say I'm alright for 4. As we all know, I'm often a 4 guess solver anyway, so that's okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright. Let us move on to connections now. We are playing number 913. Today's 16 words are why, yes, dear, sweet, year, copy, sucker, dummy, fake, gracious, yellow, candy, mercy, lolly, dupe, and heavens. Okay, it could be oh heavens. Did you say that? Oh heavens. Oh dear. Like what? Goodness gracious, or the mercy, like that. Couple of these like expressions, like but I'm not gonna put that in just in case I'm wrong. But we've got fake, a copy, a dupe. Um, fakes could there be? A dummy is a fake, right? A sucker and a dummy also mean the same thing, like a person who's fallen for something, who's been duped. But fake, copy, dupe, and dummy can also mean the nouns of those things that are used to trick someone, like the fakes, the not authentic, right? That could be it. Okay, holding off on that. Yes, yes. Okay. Why? Yes. Okay. Why? Why? Yellow brick road. Lollipop. Good golly, Miss Molly. No, that's not anything to do with lolly. Oh, gracious. Um, okay, wait. Gracious, sweet dear could okay, wait. Lolly and sucker, they're both candies, right? Lolly, sucker. But then, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do the dupes one first, because I think that might be the easiest one. This could be the yellow. Let's try it. Oh, it's the green imitation. Okay, so have mercy. Uh, oops. Have mercy. Goodness gracious. Good heavens. Oh dear. These could be like parts of the phrases that people say to mean like um like oh my gosh, or like oh no, something like that. Like sub what did we say, like surprise, like shock, maybe something like that. That could be. But then the Y one, I don't know what that one is. I'll try this one. Okay, it is. My goodness, okay, so that, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, so green and yellow out of the way. Hardest ones are the ones we're left with, blue and purple. Sucker and lolly both mean like lollipop. Candy and sweet. They're all candies, but would that be that obvious? But then what's year, Y, yellow, and yes? Oh, maybe they're all things that can be represented by the letter Y. Oh, okay. Then I think this one must be the blue then. Terms for can yeah, synonyms. Confection, sure. These can all be represented by the letter Y. Yes, what Y might mean. Okay, we haven't had one of those categories in a while, like a what something might mean, like a word or a letter. So it's been a while. I kind of like that we brought it back today. Okay, so looking at the answers, imitation, copy, dummy, dupe, fake, pretty easy. The dummy and sucker one is like minor semi-red herring. But I think not a complete one, not a real group that they could have tricked us with. And my goodness, dear gracious heavens mercy, that one was also quite fine. Sorry, that's my that's my alarm. Why do I have an alarm at this hour? Don't even. Oh, I think because I had a meeting yesterday at 11 ish. Oh yeah, I had a meeting at midnight yesterday. A work meeting at midnight. Ugh. But I mean, time zones, right? Okay. So yeah, with dear gracious heavens and mercy, I think another possible like fifth one that could have confused some people was the Y, WHY. Like oh why, or something like that. Oh God, why, or something like that. Maybe that could have tricked some people, but not many, I reckon. And then confection. I mean, confection is just what, like candy, right? They're just synonyms for candy, are they not? let's see, how do we describe that? Confection, something confected, such as a fancy dish of sweetmeat or a sweet food. Okay, so just sweet stuff, candy. You know, sweets, lolly and sucker are both the same lollipops, just different ways of saying that are candy, right? So it's an odd group for a blue. It feels more like it could have been a I don't know on a day a certain yellow or green even, but yeah, not the most interesting blue, I have to say. What Y might mean. So the word why in texting slang like shortened forms you just have like why do you do this, sort of like you, the word you can be shortened to just you, and then two can be just the number two, or to can also be two, yeah, the number two. And then year, like in financial statements and stuff, it's like year to date, YTD, full year 2025, FY25, that kind of thing. So year defense. So moving on, Y. The color yellow, Y. What I'm thinking of is things like Y to mean yellow. I was about to say like something like in colors, as in like like RGB is written in blue, and then you got, but then cyan is C. Sorry. The okay, wait, yellow with letter Y. Oh gosh, suddenly I can't think of one. But maybe we can say like if like the colors of the rainbow, which is Roy G. Biff. Y stands for yellow, so that's one example I can think of. And then yes could be like Y/N, like yes, no, like which one do you would prefer, yes or no, and then you would answer Y if yes and N if no, that kind of thing, like what surveys, questions, so that's what Y might mean. I feel like that's basically it. This one is, I think, a fun category. I like purple a lot. I wish I had seen this one first, but nah. I really had to give it some thought, like what is that, but I think once you see it, because I mean, besides all of them have the letter Y's in them, I think that's a huge indicator already. But yeah, I wonder too if anybody struggled with this one, because I couldn't see it first, which is annoying, but definitely was easy enough to see once I had everything else, like these two done, and then looking at these two categories left, it was transparent by that point. But yeah, I wish I didn't take that long. It's a little bit embarrassing. I should have found that purple sooner, if you like. But yeah, let me know how you did for that one. Okay, we are going to go to the last thing in the game, which is the Allentown's Mini Crossword by Elizabeth C. Gorski. One across, green pasta sauce. Is it pesto? Six across, birthplace of LA Dodgers pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Japan, I guess, but Japan. Maybe Tokyo. We think maybe just country. Right, let's try it. Seven across, gawk at. Ogle. Gawk at. Ogle. Oh, Gawk is Gawk like, but Gawk has a okay. You know what? Let's leave that. Yeah. Eight across. Word of martial or liberal arts. Nine across. B-way show purchase. Broadway. Something about seats. I don't know. Two down. Irritate to no end. Eat at. Three down. Tiny fire starter. Spark. Four down. The Golden author Donna. I forgot what's her name. Five down. Snake eyes at Vegas ones. Okay. So golf at stare. All right. Okay. Nine across. B-way show purchase. TKT? Okay. 1 second off a minute. Okay. 59 seconds. All right. Let's take a closer look at the clues and entries. One across, green pasta sauce, pesto. I mean, what? It's like a green just sauce made of basil, pine nuts. I think those are the main ingredients. One down, sleepover attire. PJs, pajamas, for short. Not sure if anything in the clue could indicate that our answer is going to be, abbreviated like that, but maybe it's pretty much expected. You know, what the answer is. All right, two down. Irritate to no end. Eat at, yeah, to annoy, like to really eat at you, like it's really bothering you, right? Three down. Tiny fire starter. Spark starts a fire. Four down. The Goldfinch author Donna Tart. Okay, I know this novel because I think it was made into the movie. But then I didn't know the other's name, so Donna Tart with three T's even. Wow. Five down. Snake eyes in Vegas. That's the dice when they throw in like those casino games. The ones, the two ones, because they look like eyes, right? The two pips on the dice, right? Yeah, once. Six across. Birthplace of LA Dodgers pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The name already implies a Japanese heritage. So I put Japan. I just wasn't sure if they meant like birthplace as in a country or like a place in Japan, like Tokyo, etc. 7 across, gawk at, to stare at someone, to ogle at them. 8 across, word of martial or liberal, what goes with these two to make phrases, so martial arts, liberal arts. 9 across, B-Way, show purchase, so B-Way is short for Broadway. TKT is presumably short for ticket. So you should buy to get into a Broadway show, which I hope I have a chance to attend one of these days. That'd be interesting. They look so fun, expensive but fun. Would love to watch a live performance. I know they'd be like life changing because I already enjoy like concerts, etc. So I feel like Broadway would be. I really enjoy it. I think. All right, so we had how many trivia stuff? That's pretty obvious. PJs, yeah, smart. Donna Tartt, that was one of those trivia things that you gotta know the author's name. I didn't know that one. Japan is not really. I mean, it is trivia, but I feel like this one is. You can get this on your own. You don't really have to know this one. And martial arts is just language. B-Way, I guess you don't know what Broadway is, but that's fine. Probably 4 down is the most trivia thing in the whole grid there. The rest are all pretty gettable, so nothing to worry. Don't have to worry about Donna much because the rest will give us the answers, right? The rest will give us the letters we need to fill up Donna's last name. All right. Let me know how you did for today's Wordle Connection Sanitized Meaning Crossword. All right. While I move on to the comments this is from the December 8th video because I didn't do comments yesterday. So we're going to do 2 sections of comments here. Okay, so looking at December 8th video, Dugong said, those yellow R's from strip. I know, that's the worst thing. I hate seeing everything else great and only the R there because it's like, what is that? It could be an ER word. It could be what am I supposed to do with that? I mean, I hate, it's just not fun. And yeah, I don't like it. Okay, so yeah, but only passes if a word wise can change to ID is fried. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I don't remember that. Cry, dried spider on the original list, but we don't know. Okay, so I guess they're not in the current list anymore. That is interesting. Drunk, stunk, and slunk are also on the list and haven't been used. They seem regular enough to me. Yeah, they do seem irregular enough because they're not the typical past tense, right? But yes, I do wonder if they might do that. I sometimes come across a word that I want to try drunk because I think it could be it. Then I was also like, I don't know. What if it's silly, to do that one? Then people were like, why did you do that word? It could never be that word. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit hesitant to go for that. But yeah, so we'll see if that ever actually pops up for real. So you did clasp, train, graze, and gravy. So I see you're sticking with clasp, eh? All right. The bot thought grave was much better than graze. It's a third guess. Partial guess didn't consider braise to be a possible answer. Is braise a word? Braise. What's that? I don't like brazen. Is braise from that word? I mean, or braise from braise? Oh wait, no. They only have brazen. I tried to braise. Did I not? Or did it redirect me to brazen? No. I typed in braise by mistake. Braise verb. Archaic word to mean harden. Braise. Maybe like brace yourself. Hard. I don't know. No, maybe that's not what it is. Braise. Second meaning of the verb is to solder. No, it's to solder. Right? It's not solder. It's solder. Solder with non-ferrous, non-iron like alloy, having a low melting point and metals being joined. Okay, so getting to do with it's not. Is brass made of iron? I guess it is. I think so. So yeah, that is apparently a legitimate word. Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Just close the mini crossword so I don't get confused here. So yeah, apparently braise. Bot doesn't think it's a possible word, but apparently it could be. Brava, I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think brava will be used. I mean, that's sure we use it in English, like like theater performances, like brava. To congratulate someone. Especially I think it's to congratulate someone who's a woman. I think as opposed to bravo, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how people decide which one to use the ending of it? But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be used, to be honest. But we'll see. Oh, something I just had a regular thought because thinking about like foreign language words and then absorbed into English and then using that in Wordle, is sushi an answer? I think it is. Yes, it is. So that one it is one of them. I don't know. Have they done ramen before? They have. Okay, so a couple of those have been done before. All right. So yeah, I guess who's to say? Maybe Bravo could be one of those. Okay, you said you don't know anything for Dallas Stars or Dallas Wings. Yeah, they don't seem to be that popular of teams, right? Or maybe just I'm wrong. Maybe I know it's just not my circles. That's why we don't know those teams. But yeah, so glad you could see purple pretty quickly. Good job. And I'm actually super impressed that even though that was a very, very tough purple, you saw that quickly. And I don't know. I feel like if I didn't have the answer revealed, I'd take ages to see that in honest to God, really. Okay, I have 10 minutes left, so I can't comment too quickly. All right. I know that Neil Diamond song, but I thought it was called Shiloh. Yeah, that's actually so. Just Shiloh with a H, I think, is the more common spelling of that name. And also, yes, I heard it's in the Bible, but I thought it was also a person in the Bible, but it's apparently a place name in the Bible. So I was wrong about that here. Yeah, we go Shiloh. Alternate spellings. Okay, Edward did tread flame gravy. Amazing. 3 guys off. Congratulations. Wordle I mean, it wishes it had our creativity and our random ass luck, right? I wish. I mean, I think it wishes it had that, but it's a bot, so it's not gonna operate the way. It's not gonna think the way we do, and come up with some crazy answers. I feel like. Um. So yeah, again, gravy of 49 skills for that's mean. It's really mean. I mean, it's not the kind to fling either. 75 skill only. I think what's your thread? Yeah, I mean, I think you got pretty lucky there, but also pretty good job trying to do the best word that you can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the first few, you could try. I think that's great. 2 years base categories. Yes, I actually think that was very hard to roll. That's why I'm saying like it's really impressive that Dugong saw that one so quickly, like the one with the Paris one and all that stuff. Like, I mean, I'm sure we've had before where letters have been taken out from the middle of the word as opposed to front or end. But I can't remember a recent one, so maybe, but that's maybe my memory. So that was tricky because I hadn't been used to looking for things missing in the middle. I usually look for things that are added or not added, but in the middle as it is, like words that are in the middle of another word, words that contain with another word, or letters that are missing from the front or the end. I never thought about, letters missing inside a word itself, like taken out, and if added in would become another like place or a person's name or something like that. So yeah. Ah, the Spurs also not an accident. San Antonio Spurs is a basketball team. San Antonio is in Texas. Yes, okay, I've seen. But yeah, but then yeah, because it's not a Dallas team, so yeah, it's just there to trick you in terms of the Texas connection, right? I see. Oh, okay, so all right, you were joking. Sorry. Sometimes you can't read tone in comments, so I really do believe whatever you say, not knowing that you were joking, and I totally didn't realize that didn't make the connection that yes, your name is Edward and the dog's name is Eddie. Yeah. Okay. I wonder. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Did not see that. So now I do, and I can appreciate the joke better now. Thank you, Edward. All right. Glacier Breeze did slant Drake Gravy again. 3. Woohoo! Congrats, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. So if I get all right, okay, well, okay. Instead of me, I usually do okay. If all gray strip, I do laden. So I think yeah, that's a good tip. I like that. If I get a strip with that R again, just the R, I'm gonna try debar. Hopefully, I remember that debar. Okay, try to remember that. Is trying to put that in my brain. Hopefully, I can remember this and burn this comment into my brain and like debar. Okay, why the R is something, so I can feel better about my second guess. Yeah. Okay, it's the calculus top choice. All right, okay. Drunk is probably a perfectly valid guess and not a valid time to play Wordle. Yeah. Actually, I bet this would be a funny series, playing Wordle while drunk. It's just that I don't really drink, and I can imagine if you were doing daily videos, you do not want to be drunk every day because that is a problem, which I hope none of us have, or now or ever. I hope not. But yeah, but I feel like a once in a while kind of series of like special occasions, like sort of a funny video of like playing Wordle while drunk. That would be actually quite entertaining. I would watch that. The results might not be great, but it would be entertaining watch for sure. Just not to make it into a habit, of course. We don't want bad habits to be formed and dependencies as well to be formed. Okay. In my example, Growl would have eliminated Grav. Oh my god. Which I thought was about. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, Growl GRAL. That's a crazy word, I guess. Okay. Bravo, Cramp, Crazy, and Autograph have all been used, and I doubt Bravo will ever be. Okay, yeah, so they did Bravo, but they don't do Bravo. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It might be because Bravo really is the more, and also it's like in the NATO phonetic alphabet, etc. So yeah, maybe Bravo will not be used. We shall see, I guess, how desperate they get if they want to include something like that. All right, let's move on to December 9th. Okay, so now I'm going to click through. You can have a peek behind the curtains to see what my video channel looks like if you want to have a look. So this is my channel here. Let's see yeah, I know that already. Okay, so we're going to look at comments for this video, which is December 9th video. Let's take a look at that. All right, I already started my newest. Okay, so we're going to go from all this. So Glacier Breeze said, they did Slant Scion Snide. Oh, you're taking a leaf out of Edwin's book, doing Scion. Okay, I like that. I like that we're I don't know. I don't know whether you're influenced by Edward's choice or if it just like just came to like you got S and N and like okay, what if the answer is Scion, which could very well be. So maybe it's I think again now that I think about it, it's probably more you thought Scion was the answer. That's how you did it. Tried. But yeah, for your luck. Okay, so snipe and sniff. Oof. Yeah, that could have been. Oh gosh, snipe. Are they all still valid? Snipe and sniff. Uh. Oh gosh. And they all haven't been used. I mean, well, except for snipe. Now that we know that, but snipe and sniff, no. Ooh, okay. I'll have to remember that hopefully. But congratulations on a great three. S and N getting you early really did help. Although, yeah, like you said, it really depends on you getting the lucky one at the end though. The guess was pretty good. Pretty great. Okay, Edward did Tread, Scion, and Snide. Amazing. I'm so okay, great. I feel like with Scion in the mix, you probably don't need to do any others. I mean, we know Snipe and Sniff possibility, but I feel like a lot of us might think of that one first. I don't know. It seems like y'all are having the same idea. So great. I think like our minds are melding together. You guys are getting like the same ideas. Maybe I don't. But yeah, thank goodness you did not listen to yourself and you just went to your usual science instead of like should I do something better today? Thank goodness you just stood with science by science side. Okay, connections that was 5 out of 5. Oof. Okay, how do I see the blue connection so much? I don't know. Sometimes some things I see and I don't. Right? Had that purple the other day. Didn't see that. Could never see that. And a bit of irony with the inclusion of Gale made it even harder for me. Oh, I guess because I haven't really read the Wizard of Oz books, but I feel like I've watched enough of the movies or like the content that featured Dorothy in there, and that they mentioned her name is Dorothy Gale, and I always thought that's so funny. Her name is Dorothy Gale, and she gets caught up in a tornado, right? So like maybe that's like a little think about that. Which time I think about it in Wicked, okay, I don't know who cares about this, but in Wicked, I believe that Fiero, he is a soldier or something like that, or like one of the guards, whatever you call him, in the Gale Force. So I don't know if that Gale Force is meant to be a little like reference to Dorothy's last name, Dorothy Gale. I don't know if in the Wicked movies if her name is also Dorothy Gale, but I suppose it must be to follow the Wizard of Oz, keep that sort of like reference going and to make sure that it matches aligns with Wizard of Oz or the originals compared to like the Wicked sort of like you can say a spin-off of the original or like inspired by I don't know what's the word to call it but yeah so yeah I didn't know you didn't know that Dorothy Gale was Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. I guess they were trying to trick us there, eh? Yeah. The Gale stuff. But thankfully, I knew that. My nerdy self knew that, so I'm really glad. Uh, yeah. Oh, thank goodness! I'm so glad I named the mascots correctly because I feel like I've played enough of those, like Facebook games where like guess the logo, guess the mascot, something like that. So I think I probably have seen a lot of the mascots already. And then there's of course Captain Crunch, whatever. I mean, a lot of them. Yeah. So I feel like I've seen plenty of them. Like potato. No, wait. Like chip mascots, junk food mascots, etc. Oh, and Five O is Moskowitz from American Tail. Okay, I've heard of the cartoon. I've never watched it. But yeah, his name is Five O. He had toads. Oh, it's an interesting one. I did not think about that at all. Yeah, wonder is not a bad possibility. In the bear in mind one, yeah, would you wonder about something? Yeah, that could have been a one that could have been a tricky one as well to get mistaken. And you know what? I'm so glad the toucan one that it wasn't as crazy as I thought. Making sure they were rainbow, like that's not too bad, really. Like honestly, once I saw what the toucan mascot looked like, I feel like I felt like it was okay. You know what? Got that one wrong. I don't mind. That's absolutely fine because it happens, and at least I remembered something correctly. And ST3435 says that's your mascot line was spot on. Thank you so much. I actually feel I don't know. Sometimes when I'm talking in these videos, I really enjoy sort of like testing myself to see what I know. I could be like, some days, me, I'm totally wrong. I'm thinking of the most nonsensical thing you've ever heard of, like that doesn't even make sense, or it's not even true, or it's just some kind of like Mandela effect thing that I thought this was this, or like the time when I thought that dovetail was, I mistook that for hightail. So my trip has sometimes like one end to another. It's kind of crazy like that. But that series mascot, I'm really proud of myself that you guys are telling me that I got that one right, spot on. And yeah, I might see in a future puzzle. I think Edward, you did one of your own puzzles with cereal brands, or was it breakfast or something like that? You did one, I think, when and you let us try it. I can't remember, or was it you mentioned it was in your own like custom connections. So yeah, if we haven't had cereal mascots yet, as a proper answer in a puzzle, we're probably gonna see at some point. If it's a red herring today, it's potentially a puzzle. It's potentially an answer tomorrow, right? That's how it is. All right. I know this is a super long video. Thank you for bearing with me. Or even if you didn't watch this far, that's absolutely okay. But thanks so much for being here.